Amazon guy just got here. That's what's in the box. U35D 2. So why do I have? Well, I'm going to try to only use these without XLRs from my controller to my mains. Really not the best idea, but I have them here now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn on all the Wi-Fi, every device. Got my kids' switches right here. I got this phone. I got another phone. I got multiple computers in my office, and I'm going to connect these up to my studio monitors, all my wireless lighting in here, my DMX transmitter. I'm just going to throw all the wireless that I can at this and see if I can get them to crackle or pop. If they don't, and we're going to try to use these at a school event coming up next Friday. And then right on the heels of that, I got another larger school event to do. And the intent with these is these will never be more than 20 feet away from controller to speaker, and maybe I can clean up my cabling a little bit. This is my quest to go as efficient for setup and teardown as possible with as little mess. You've probably seen some of my other videos, cables everywhere, extension cords, all that junk. No good. Got some Velcro, got a good idea with that. And then I also bought 2 of these Anker power banks. And what's unique about these is they won't automatically turn off with low power draw. So the idea is to take the Velcro, stick it on the back of this power bank, stick it to the back of the sub, and then connect this into here, and we'll extend the life of these per event. So right now I think these are claimed up to 5 hours. I would go more conservative, maybe 3.5, just to be safe. So with these battery banks, we can probably push this all the way from 8 to 10 hours, which is a little more typical for a full day, especially for weddings, etc. Crucial part though, these are mission critical. So honestly, I don't suggest you do this, but I'm going to do it for y'all. I'm going to try it anyway. I don't do a ton of events, you know, and the next 2 are kind of low impact. So we will see. So I unfortunately missed a deal. These were $390 about a week ago, and they went back up in price by $50. So it was like 400 and something. So there they are. You guys are probably, oh shoot, that was all kinds of stuff. Looks like we got an XLR adapter of some kind. Probably don't need that. We got some snacks. No, don't eat that. A couple dual output USB-A to USB-C cords, and then of course we got our carry bags. Very nice. Seem like they're pretty decent quality. Instructions, never read that. Warranty card, probably should register this. Oh, it's kind of cool. These tell you international version frequency ranges. So it actually tells you what frequency each channel is. And then let's see. This is, I think this is the receiver. Yeah. They are packaged well. USB. Let's see. They probably got some charge. Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to do some experimentation with this. Just try to flood this small office with a bunch of Wi-Fi signal and see what happens. So my home internet might have 5 gigahertz if I'm not mistaken. I don't expect there to be any issues with interference. What I'm more curious about is the audio output. I've heard some guys say that these crackle. I want to test that out. This is kind of an expensive experiment for me, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna test this out and see what happens. So if you haven't bought these, this might be the video for you here in a second. First things first, let's see. This is the receiver. So the way that this is going to work, these are going to go into the back of the controller. And then because that's in my case, I will have a charger brick in the case. And then basically what we could do, plug these in, and then these will always have power from the case. On the back of the subs, because I don't want to run extra power strips and more extension cables, the idea of this is to clean this up. So that's where these come in. The downside is it's more things to worry about and keep track of. And I have to remember to keep these charged as well as these. But I think it's worth it in the long run just to kind of clean up the cabling and the setup, you know, in teardown times. I like these Anker power bricks and they're fully charged. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this out. Now these ones are cool. So you just pull that out. Put that into the USB-C port, and then let's plug this in, and it looks like it's charging. And with some power bricks I was reading, if there's really low power draw, they automatically turn off. I think these ones don't do that. That was from the research I had. Yeah, so these charge, they don't pull a lot of current while they're charging. I guess we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna just let these sit here for about 5 minutes. It's exactly 12 o'clock. We'll see if they, you know, if these power bricks turn themselves off and go into like a standby mode or something. First test, I think, is a good sign with these power banks. And as you can see, we haven't even drawn 1% while these are on. Now, I don't know if they consume more power if an audio source is being received, but just for them being on and connected, no issues. So I'm pretty confident that that these can obviously charge while they're being used. So the next test will be try to flood this small space with as much Wi-Fi possible. I'm even gonna turn on my Shure wireless mic just because we're in here, why not? And we'll see if we can get these to be choppy or if there's no interference at all. I have no way to replicate, you know, hundreds of people in a room. We could of course test distances, but I'm more concerned with interference just because these aren't going to be more than 20 feet away from each other. My desk is a mess right now because I got all this stuff out, but this laptop's on Wi-Fi, that laptop's dead. I got the transmitters and receivers plugged in. Got that wireless DMX. I don't suspect any issues there because it's completely different frequency. I got 2 Nintendo Switches, my phone, normal computer, work computer in here, and I have all my lights. I have the right now, but those are all obviously wireless. Transmitters aren't cutting out. I play the music, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So far, so good. I mean, that's quite a bit of Wi-Fi just in this little area. I can't imagine it'd be that much more interference in a real world setting, but we're going to try it out next Friday, and then the week after that as well. The week after that will be a real good test because I know there will be a lot of people with cell phones, but my guess is they're not going to be on Wi-Fi. They'll just be on regular 5G or whatever. So yeah, so far pretty promising. It's a cool little test. I'm by no means a signals expert, but in real world in here with what I got, no issues. I probably could throw even more Wi-Fi in here and get everybody in here, but yeah, I'm not doing all that right now. I'd rather do an actual real world test, and it is going to be a roll of the dice, but I will have spare cases.